We're going to go to the top sits for the week. Week 2, Hot Soup's number 1 off the board. You got to sit him. You got to. Joe Burrow, man. I hate to say it, and I know a lot of y'all drafted Joe Burrow early. First quarterback on your team. Probably went and got him in the 5th or 6th round when you could have got another value play. That's how you were feeling last week. Don't worry. Joe Burrow will be back, but not in week 2. You think 1 week is going to change what happened last week? Those guys scored 3 points. 3 points. He has been in the preseason hurt, doing absolutely nothing but nursing the calf. The continuity wasn't there. We saw it. I don't know what makes anyone think that he's going to be throwing for 350 this week. I've been hearing all the top announcers and these guys talking about the comeback of Joe Burrow in week 2. It's going to take some time, y'all. I mean, let's be real. We don't see a change in chemistry in 7 days. It don't happen. It's not going to happen. So if you got Joe Burrow, you're best to put him on your bench. Baltimore defense gave up 0 touchdowns last week. Let me throw that out there. So number 2 off my board is going to be Najee Harris. Nothing's going good in Pittsburgh. We just talked about it on our starts. Najee's going against Cleveland's defense, who gave up 3 points last week. Not a rushing touchdown, not a passing touchdown. They allowed 1 field goal the whole week. Najee Harris, not getting it done on the ground, not really getting it done through the air. He broke off 1 chunk play last week. They lost Deontay Johnson, their down the field guy. Take the top off the defense. Everybody's going to be boxing in on Najee. Man, I could see this being a real bad game for him. He might have had a better game last week than he going to have this week. If you got Najee Harris and you got to play him, you got to play him. I mean, his volume will get him a higher floor than most running backs. You know, maybe 8 points, 10 points. Might get 12. If he has a big game, it's because he's going to score a touchdown. I don't see a lot of yardage in this one. If you got Najee, man, bench him unless you really need him. Number 3 off my board is going to be Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams going against Washington's defense, who held James Conner to 70 yards. Yeah, on like 20 touches. This man had 5 receptions for 8 yards. That means every time he caught the ball, they was on his ass. Javonte Williams is no different. He's not way more. He might be a little bit more explosive, but he's not that much more talented than James Conner. James Conner is a beast, man. He's a workhorse, and he still couldn't get it done, right? So what makes you think Javonte gonna get it done? I think that Russell Wilson's going to be doing a lot more passing this week. We got Jared Jeudy back in the lineup. That takes away from targets for Williams out the backfield. They're going against Washington's defense, who's ranked, I want to say, 2nd versus the run right now. Yeah, man. You got Javonte Williams in your lineup right now. You need to bench him, sit him. You heard it from Hot Soup. I hate to put this on here. Garrett Wilson, man. Aaron Rodgers, rest in peace. Garrett Wilson has no quarterback. Zach Wilson, I like the fact that he's young, he's mobile, he can get out the pocket, not big on his accuracy, but at the same time, he has to throw it to somebody. And defenses knowing that, you're going against Dallas defense who shut Danny Dimes down. Danny Dimes had 1.5 seconds to throw the ball, and when he did, it was ugly. And let me tell you why, man. That pass rush in Dallas right now with them upgraded corners, man, y'all need to bench Garrett Wilson this week. I don't see that man having over 50 yards on 6-7 catches. Starting Garrett Wilson this week, you guys got to just think about let's think about the odds here, okay? The odds are that they feed Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook all night long. We got to take pressure off of Wilson. He may throw it here and there, but if he does, he's going to be dumping to his running backs or he's going to be dumping to a tight end, man. I don't see Garrett Wilson getting too much work at all with those 2 prime corners they got over there in Dallas. And that pass rush, it's over with, man. Bench Wilson, bench the other Wilson. If you got him in your lineups, you're crazy. There's 20 other receivers out there below Wilson on ADP right now that you could go get. They're going to have a better week. You heard it from Hot Soup first. Our last receiver that we got to get off the starting lineup, and hopefully y'all didn't put him back in. He should be on your bench. He's going to have to show us something, before we believe is going to be Drake London. I just see Algier and Bijan Robinson taking all the touches in that offense. Number one. Number two, you got Ritter, who threw for 115 yards last week. I don't even know that guy's first name, right? Throwing you the ball. Drake London was not the best choice at draft position or what we got him in our drafts at. Everybody thought he would be somewhat decent. Man, it's going to be a long year until those guys get on the same page, Ritter and London. I mean, I feel sorry for him, to be honest with you. He's a great receiver, just in a bad situation, man. That's it for your top 5 starts for week 2. Like and subscribe. Check out our top 5 sits for week 2. And what I want you guys to do is come check us out next week for I Told You So. It's me going over our top 5 sits and top 5 starts from the previous week and seeing if what I said came into fruition. And then come check us out next week for I Told You So. Hot Soup out.